Hey guys, welcome to our next video. This is how to add a coefficient by proxying from another media. So in this case, we have a common scenario that we've had a few questions about, where we notice that there is a planned media channel and media investment, which doesn't have, we weren't able to provide a read on in terms of sales. So in other words, we don't have a coefficient, and as such, that planned media has no attribution for sales, and often will get cut if you run an optimization. So what we're going to walk through is how you would notice that a media doesn't have a coefficient, and how you may want to remedy that using a proxy. So how do we tell which media do and do not have coefficients? So if we look at our orange tabs, this is where all the data that we need to run an optimization is included. In our current plan, in this, which is actually quite a simple example, we'll see that there is 2 media investments under consideration in our current plan. This is based in Korea. The brand is Listerine, and for the campaign for Overwatch, there's 2 media investments under consideration, one for TV and one for digital. However, if we move over to the hyperparameters tab, you'll see that at least for oral care mouthwash, there are no corresponding coefficients for digital. We see that we have coefficients that capture the effect of print on all the Listerine sales segments that we're measuring, but there isn't anything for digital. So if we were to run this, we will find that there will be no sales attribution to any of our digital spend. And of course, this is something that we've gone over. If we have chosen to cut media with no coefficient, we should see in our optimization that all the spend that is earmarked for digital is removed. If we have chosen to not cut media with no coefficient, you should see in your optimization that any spend that has been earmarked for that digital channel is fixed at plan, so it should match exactly the plan. But one question that we do get is, well, after discussions with the client, they believe that a good representative for how this channel will perform can be made by proxying another media, whether that is the same media channel in another campaign or a different media channel within the same campaign. So we're going to just pick a very simple example. We're just going to proxy the effect of digital by saying it's half as good as our print advertising. So all we need to simply do is go through into our hyperparameters tab and choose those coefficients that are associated with the media that we want to proxy, or we can introduce new coefficients if we need to. And we can making sure that we just paste those in the same order in which we see the other data in the hyperparameters tab. And then what we can go and do is say, in our use case at this stage, we believe that the effect of digital is half this coefficient. So what I'm going to go is half the effect of print. So what I'm just going to do is create this as if it is digital, and then we've decided that we want to see the effect if digital is half as effective as print. So $1 in print, so $2 in digital will give us the same amount as $2 in print. And so then we go ahead and we just make sure we divide through that coefficient by 2. Okay, let me just highlight that again, just so I know that it has been played with. And then making sure we go ahead and just tell the optimization we want to use these new coefficients by setting u's equal to 1. And now that's really it. We've just added parameters to our digital media channel, and as such we should see that we get a read for digital. So let's go ahead and save this. And of course, just to reinforce good habits, let's give it a name and a title. Let's go save that, and let's now go ahead and run this demonstration. All right, so let's go through and we will have a look at what's going on here. So you'll see now that there has been some movement, at least across the channels. Now we are moving money from money into TV and away from digital. So it hasn't fixed digital at spend. And just to confirm that there is some attribution of sales going to digital, the actual best way to confirm this is if we use the Excel file to ensure that we are seeing decompositions or media due tos going to digital spend. So let's go into the Excel file. And let's go over to the M brand summary. And we can now see that and we can now confirm that across this period there is sales being attributed to our digital spend in both our current plan and in our solution plan. Obviously, this is going down because, if you remember, our optimization has chosen to move spend from into TV, away from digital. So there is some, it is going down, but there is a read there for digital, and our optimization has adjusted accordingly. So that's how you would add in a coefficient if you would like to. Thanks.